Hey Brickheads, Scott from 36 Bricks here. We are off to Vegas. Let's go. Alright guys, so here we are on the road. So first things first, I want to apologize for the video quality and the shakiness and all that kind of fun stuff. But day one, we are on the road to Vegas. It took us about 3.5 hours to get there because we left on a Friday late in the afternoon and had a blast on the way. So we're coming into Vegas right here, and it's just a spectacular view. I mean, the lights are just glowing everywhere. I mean, you've got lights shining in the sky, off of the buildings. This is the new Raider Stadium, which looks absolutely amazing. You see all of the hotels from the freeway. I mean, like, you can travel down the strip, obviously, but I mean, even just down the freeway, you see all of the hotels and stuff like that. So there wasn't really much going on the first night as far as the event itself, at least for me, just because we weren't able to get there prior to set up and do anything and help out in that form. Now, this event that we're doing this weekend isn't your traditional event. It's basically just kind of a community service type event where it is called Cosplay Expo, and it is housed in Vegas at the Caesars Forums. And essentially what it is it's a group of people that love to do cosplay. It's a lot of vendors selling their cosplay merchandise and shirts and stuff like that. And then it's a situation where we as a LUG get together. We essentially we don't display our builds or anything like that, but we just help kids play and build with Lego and have a good time. So as you can see here, we're just driving down the strip. We wanted to see a lot of what Vegas has to offer, a lot of the nooks and crannies, the main areas off of the strip. Like I said, just advertisements galore, people galore, just shows and spectacular lighting and all of that all the way down the strip. And we traveled, I mean, it took us about, just trying to view everything, it took us about 30 to 45 minutes to travel down the parts of the strip that we wanted to go down. And we just had a good time chatting it up and having a good time doing it. So it was a lot of fun to see all the hotels. I mean, Vegas has changed drastically over the years, and it's incredible how it's looked. So every time I go to Vegas, I'm going to show these hotels. I'm going to show you the strip, because I know a lot of people don't get to go to Vegas, and they don't get to see everything. It is a little shaky and it is a little dark. I apologize for that. But it's just a great way to kind of just relax and have a good time. I will say that I am a little bit disappointed in the presence of Lego in Vegas, just because Vegas is trying to be more family friendly. It's not just a gambling destination. They have amusement parks, they have water parks, they have, I mean, each hotel has an area for kids, and it's not just this small rinky-dink room. But the Lego store at I believe it's called the Fashion Plaza in Vegas, is absolutely amazing. It's just, I'm surprised that with Lego themselves having a Legolands and Discovery Centers and all that kind of fun stuff, I'm just really surprised that Lego doesn't have a more of a presence in Vegas. And again, I know Vegas isn't always the most family friendly of towns and cities, but I just feel like it would be awesome if they just had a little bit more of a presence, even if it was a Discovery Center or something like that, other than just a regular store. And it is that. It is just a regular store. So while we were driving down, there is always construction going on the Strip, whether it's they're building Passovers or they're building more hotels, they're building signage, all that kind of fun stuff. They are trying to keep people off of the physical Strip and away from the roads for safety. So you see a lot of these Passovers going from hotel to hotel. That way people can walk across the street safely and at their leisure and all that. You still have some of the older hotels like the Flamingo and all of that still there, which is great. But, I mean, these hotels are literally all-encompassing, entities. I mean, you could literally live there and not have to leave one of the hotels. Like, they have everything there. They have grocery stores. They have, they're attached to malls, or some have malls and restaurants and all that kind of fun stuff. And they are way bigger than you actually realize until you get there. So if you ever get a chance, go to Vegas. Hashtag not sponsored by Vegas by any means, but it is a fun city and fun town. I'm not a big partier. I'm not a big drinker. I don't necessarily gamble, excuse me, or anything like that. But it is a lot of fun. And again, I do apologize for, there's no script to this. I'm literally just watching the video and doing voiceover work on it. So you're going to hear the coughing, and you normally don't, all that. So anyway, a lot of shows I was a little disappointed. When growing up, we'd go to Vegas every once in a while. And at Treasure Island, they had the big dueling ships, and that was so cool. And at the Mirage, the volcano would erupt every 30 minutes or what have you. And I will be honest in saying I'm a little disappointed that they don't have that stuff there anymore. Bellagio still runs. I believe their water show is hourly. But I'm a little disappointed that we don't see a lot of that stuff going on anymore. It was like big in the 90s and early 2000s, and then all of a sudden, bam, it's off. I also wanted to showcase the Strip because there are some amazing architectural structures. I mean, the Venetian itself, Caesar's Palace itself, great architectural aspects to the build. I mean, look at all of the lamps and lanterns that line this section of the Strip. I mean, it's just a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful area. And that's so it's called Fashion Show. That's the mall right there on the left-hand side that you're seeing, that big dome thing. That is actually the mall, and that is where the Lego store fits. So this is day 2, and this is actually, we get to the Caesars Forums. The Caesars Forums is where the event is being held. Now, I had my daughter, because I was busy at the booth, I had my daughter walk around, so the video is a little shaky and stuff, but just kind of wanted to show what it was all about. Now, this particular section of video was taken basically when the doors opened. They hadn't uncovered everything, but it was a really cool event. They had a lot of games. They had a lot of computers set up to where you could just sit there and play, video games the entire day. They had different celebrities in the cosplay world or anime world and all that. They have a ton of merch. I mean, you name it, they have it, and it was a big space. Not as big as the Designer Con that we did, but you can clearly see that there's a lot of space here, and there's a lot of booths. And it was a lot of fun to see all of the artwork and all of the designs that people do. I really, really wish I was this talented to do a lot of this stuff for my channel. But like I said, you can kind of see all of the design work and all of the fun. this booth was right next to ours. You can kind of see us in the background there. I was doing it for Lug Vegas, and this is essentially our setup. So we'd have a couple of the regular builds, and then we'd have build sections or just bulk that people could just sit there and build with, and it was a lot of fun seeing everybody's builds. So again, this is more of like a vendor con, I would say, or a vendor expo, where you have a lot of vendors selling their merchandise and all that. And again, I apologize for the quick movements and stuff like that. I'm trying to teach my daughter a little bit about video. And again, this is like doors open to the public, so a lot of things are covered up. You'll see later in the video and on day 3 where you see a lot of the stuff that we showcase again. But it was a lot of fun getting to see all of this in person. It's a lot of fun. There's a lot of stuff that they sell. There was a vendor that was selling Lego stuff. I regretfully didn't get a chance to stop by that one. I actually saw it as I was watching the video, and I was like, oh crap, I didn't get a chance to actually hang out there. So this area here is a lot of the celebrities and stuff that do autograph signings and stuff like that. It was really cool because Jenny Wu, who I know from the 90s TV show California Dreams, which I've actually been binge watching the last few weeks, was there signing autographs. She does a lot of voiceover work now, so that was a lot of fun. And there was another guy, I can't remember his name, but I know his face and I've seen him in a ton of stuff, but I don't necessarily know his name. He's one of those guys, and that was a lot of fun. But yeah, you guys can kind of see all of the artwork and all of the detail that goes into a lot of these conventions and stuff like that. So if you guys get a chance to go, it doesn't necessarily have to be a Lego convention, but if you guys get a chance to go, stop by these conventions and these expos and just check out all of the neat stuff that they have to offer. Obviously, I'm going to promote more of the Lego-based stuff, but I think it's a lot of fun to just kind of get out there and see, because it's all about art, it's all about design work, and all about fun, and a lot of people are doing this stuff. So again, I can't emphasize, I apologize for the fast way that these are roaming around, and the video clips are shooting from side to side and all that kind of fun stuff. But like I said, these things are a lot of fun, and you get to meet some amazing people, get to look at some amazing designs, and really just have a chance to relax and have fun and meet good people. So I definitely suggest going to some of these. So a lot of what you're seeing here is the anime, cartoon, artwork, drawings, all that kind of fun stuff that not only the artists themselves do professionally, but also like recreations. You have some people that are social media people that whether they're like me, they're on YouTube, they're on Twitch, they're on TikTok, that kind of fun stuff. So it was cool to kind of get a chance to chat and talk with them. I didn't do any interviews or anything like that on this video or this trip. This was mainly just to kind of hang out and see what it's all about. Like I said, we went up there, we didn't display any, I didn't display any builds whatsoever. This wasn't that kind of expo or convention. It was just a way to really just meet people involved in this atmosphere and talk with them, and as you can see, there's people dressed up, and you'll see a lot more as we go on, just because, like I said, a lot of the clips were filmed, or the main video for day 2 was filmed before a lot of people got there, and as the day progressed, people started showing up more and more. Another cool part about this is they had these video games, these vintage video games. My wife and daughters, they were chilling at Tetris and playing Tetris a good chunk of the day. And then there was also some card games and board games. You can kind of see them in the background there. and then you can kind of see all the different, pseudo celebrities that, are in this, realm, talking with people, getting to know people, and all that kind of fun stuff. So again, it was really cool to see all that. There you see a lot of the people in the background playing card games. They didn't have Magic the Gathering or, Pokemon or anything like that, but it was different varieties of games that some of them I'd never even heard of or knew that those were games, but they were. So again, it was a lot of fun. And here you can see a lot of the people playing, computer games, signing autographs, dressing up, taking videos, showing off their designs and their artwork, and just it's a very chill experience, to say the least. And the place, like I said, is I would say it's a good 2 football fields size of a room, side by side, not long ways, but just side by side. So I'd say 1 football field by 2 football fields. And then this wasn't the only room. So there were also some forum rooms where you got a chance to actually, there was a stage and people did, costume contests and stuff like that out there, and that was a little bit of fun to watch. So again, you kind of see this is the area that I was talking about as far as celebrities and voiceover artists and more artwork, and these are just amazing. I mean, I know how long it takes me to do some of the mocks that I do, and I can't imagine how long it takes for some of these designers to design this stuff. And again, I apologize for all the back and forth and very shoddy video work. Again, I'm teaching my oldest daughter to kind of do video, and I just kind of let her go and have fun with it. So as we progress through here, again, you see like huge walls of artwork. Again, more of the computer games. I did try to edit out some of the dead space where she was looking at carpet and stuff like that. This booth right next to us and here's the card games right here. You can kind of see that they're playing cards and all that. But the booth that was right next to us was pretty cool. They had light up hats and stuff like that, and it was cool to kind of see the different designs that people would come up with as far as their outfits and some of the designs. And it wasn't just designs. Some people were resellers where they purchased a bunch of figures and they were like action figures and stuff like that, and purchased those to resell. And then of course there was a lot of designer buttons, stickers, T-shirts, and all that kind of fun stuff. Again, I apologize for all of this back and forth. Even me watching it is a little hard, so I do apologize for that. But it just kind of goes to show you, a lot of times when we do these events, we're kind of in a rush, or at least I'm in a little bit of a rush when it comes to trying to film. Because I want to show you guys more of this stuff as we progress, and kind of give you ideas on, if you guys are wanting to display what it entails. And don't think it's like this super thing, because you got to remember, some of this stuff is provided by the venue. So like the tables, the table skirtings, all of that. The only thing that some of these people have to bring are some of the display stuff, as well as like stuff when it comes to like that they're selling, their banners. Those all you have to provide. But if you're a part of a lug already has all of that, so you don't necessarily have to worry about all that. So you're pretty much, when you're displaying your builds, all you're doing is really just bringing your builds, and that's what's fun about it. You get to talk with people about, like, when you're displaying, you get to talk about people, or you get to talk to different people about your build. You get to talk to people about what they're building, what they're designing, what they're putting together, and kind of they get inspiration on what you built. We get inspiration based on what they're building, and it's, like I said, it's a lot of fun because you get to see different art, because it's really about fun. It really is, and it's a lot of fun. And it was really fun to see all the costumes and all the cosplay, stuff that people were putting together, all the throwbacks to vintage, whether it be Halloween or characters that I knew growing up, plus getting to see all of the new characters that are coming out and about. So that was a lot of fun stuff because, I mean, let's admit it, I'm old, so I don't necessarily know any of these characters. Like, I don't know anime characters. I don't know cartoon characters. Unless it's Marvel or something like that. Like, I don't know anything about a lot of this stuff. So it's really great to sit down and talk with people and just pick their brain and go, like, what is this? Well, the one booth that was right next to us, I got to talking with them a little bit, and he was very excited about one of the designs for his hats. And he was very proud of it, and I was super excited for it, and it was a duplicate or a replica of a current design from anime show, and I'm like, I have no idea what this is. Tell me more. So it was really cool to get to sit down and talk with him and go, oh my God, I can't believe you don't know this. And it's almost like watching your favorite movie with someone who has never even heard of your favorite movie, and then just seeing the excitement, like they're like, you having that excitement of telling them and informing them about it, and then them having the excitement based on your excitement and all of that. So it was like I said, it was a lot of fun. Now, we didn't stay at the Caesars Forum. We stayed at a different hotel, and it was a lot of fun. The first night we ate at this Brazilian steakhouse, which we were so full. This was kind of my birthday celebration weekend. It happened after my birthday, but it was, we did it kind of in conjunction with that, where me and my wife and my girls went to Vegas. We celebrated my birthday there, doing this event, and then going out to dinner every time. So we didn't really do anything on my birthday, but we did stuff for my birthday, if that makes sense. So the first night we did a Brazilian steakhouse, and then the second night after going to several different places trying to get a buffet,
here at,
we hit it up.
I mean, it's Vegas, baby, Vegas. So super excited, had a fun day at DesignerCon, and you gotta check out this view. Check out this view, guys. Like, isn't this nuts? We are at the Rio Hotel, and you can, from the parking lot, you can literally see the entire strip from afar. Here's the Rio right here, and there is the strip. Like, you see all the major hotels along the freeway, and it is just a spectacular view. So hopefully you're enjoying this video, and we're gonna go right to day 2 of Cosplay Con.
Alright, so I mentioned there, it's day 2, but it's for us, but it was day 3 of being there. So we got there Friday night, stayed Friday, Saturday, and then left Sunday. So this was our day 2 of the designer or Cosplay Con, and then go from there. So I had my daughter still go around and kind of go through all of this stuff, but I had her actually pick out some of the areas that she liked the best, and yeah, some of them were a little more tasteful than others, to say the least. But a lot of the same stuff as the day 2, day 3, or day 2, I should say. But just a little bit of a closer look at some of the areas, some of the designs and stuff like that my daughter liked. And again, I was busy the entire time at our booth, helping kids build, showing different techniques, talking with the lug members and all of that kind of fun stuff. So I didn't get to walk around as much, but I think hopefully next time we do this, we will get a chance to see it. But the third day, which was Sunday, they had a lot more out. It was kind of one of those situations where it was the last day for sales and merchandise to go around, and that was also the last day for us to where my wife and daughters could actually go around and pick out stuff that they wanted to buy and all that kind of fun stuff. So it was cool to see, you know, the different stuff. And again, I apologize for her going so fast, but she was just excited to see a lot of the new stuff, because there was quite a bit of new stuff that was put out onto the showroom floor from day 2 to day 3. Again, you see a lot more costumes because a lot of times people weren't able to make day 2, so they made day 3 instead, or they were just in expos or branch offs. So, like I said, this was the main hall, but there were like I think it was like 3 or 4 other forum halls where they did costume contests. They did, you know, basically showcases on how to do some designs, and, you know, and cosplay materials to use for mobility, and, you know, and to get through to different events and all that kind of fun stuff. So it was really cool to see that. And, you know, but I didn't showcase those on video, so I did want to point out that that stuff was there. So, like I said, as you can see, there's a lot of buttons, t-shirts, merchandise in general that they have showcased over here. I mean, keychains, but it's a lot of really cool artwork, and it really, really is art. It's just, you know, it's such an amazing thing to see all these designs. These were cool. Again, I only saw these in video, but I love shaved glass from time to time. I've picked up a couple things myself, so it's really cool to see a lot of that stuff. And, you know, and then here's some masks and some other merchandise that people are selling. I don't know. I feel like I keep repeating the same stuff over and over again. And again, this is a reseller, so this is, you know, a lot of the bobbleheads or whatever they're called. They're not bobbleheads, but they're the, I can't remember, Funko Pops. That's what they're called, Funko Pops. And then over here in this section, it's going to showcase a little bit. I really wish I would have gone over and taken a look. There's definitely some stuff that I wanted to check out, but this particular vendor had a lot of Lego that was pretty cool. Some of these sets, you know, I have all that kind of fun stuff, but I was not around for the Dimension stuff, and he actually had quite a bit of cool ones, and I have a few of them that he had too, but I didn't have a lot of them. So those I think would have been cool to kind of pick through to see what he had. I'd really love to get some Gremlin ones, but they're not exactly the cheapest ones online. But he did have quite a bit to showcase, and then you can obviously see all the action figures and stuff like that he was selling as well. You know, for the life of me, like, it took a long time for people to set up this kind of stuff, so it was really cool to see all of the different stuff that they bring out. Then walking through, again, as you can see, some of this stuff is the same repetitive, but then others you get to see different stuff and all of that. Now, we're coming to an end here for Designer Con. I didn't really do an outro, but I really do appreciate all the love. Right after this, we hit up In-N-Out. We purchased it, and they had an In-N-Out store, so we could get to go and pick up some merch. But I really do want to thank you guys for watching, sticking through this with me, and I really do appreciate all the love and support from you guys. It really, really, really does mean a lot, and I can't say that enough. So, again, guys, thanks for watching. I really do appreciate all the love and support that you guys give me, both on my streams and stuff like that. Hopefully we'll get to see you guys more in streams over on Twitch, and then I will be doing premieres instead of live streams on YouTube. That way people can watch my videos, they can chat with me a bit, and I'm not, you know, building and all that kind of fun stuff, and I can actually just kind of hang out with you guys. So, again, guys, I can't say it enough. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate all the love and support, and we will see you next time on 36 Minutes.
Ooh, this one's cool. Check this one out. I agree, that one's cool, but this one's awesome. Ooh, I like this one. I just can't stop watching. Well, I like them all, and I'm gonna subscribe. Can you do the same? Please like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time on 36 Bricks.